So today isn't when I'm filming this, but technically yesterday, when you count when I'm posting this, Nintendo released its latest Direct. I think there were a lot of things that a lot of people were expecting. I know that a lot of us, including me, were expecting Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD port from the Wii U onto the Switch, right? Maybe some other older games getting ported, but I feel like Nintendo just gave us a whole curveball, and from what I've seen, other people have been freaking out about it. I'm going to talk about other things that I also think I'm going to enjoy and I also think are really cool, but boy, oh boy, I need to talk about the biggest plot twist in this Direct.
And now, please take a look at this.
Like, what? We're getting a Zelda game and we play as Zelda! Oh my god. I just, like, I am in love with this concept. Honestly, when I first watched this, I didn't get to watch the Direct right in the morning when it premiered. I watched it later on in the day when I was having dinner, and I just was freaking out. Like, I started crying because when I get overwhelmed with excitement, I just cry. Literally, like I was full on crying, not able to handle the excitement of this. I even wrote like an entire page of notes about it, including like other notes for the other games. But I didn't expect to be posting a video about the Direct because I thought, like, you know, like, I'm still a really small YouTuber. I don't really need to be doing these things. But with this curveball, I was like, I need to film this immediately. Literally right after I finished eating my dinner, like, I sat down and started writing these notes and started preparing to record this because I was like, I have to talk about this. I think it's such a great idea, like, to introduce this type of flip to the story and to like reverse the roles of the protagonist, right? Because I feel like the way this is implemented is like kind of like a side story, a side quest in the Legend of Zelda series, which fits so well with that concept. I really like that they're reusing the art design from Link's Awakening, and it makes sense that they would do something like that because if they already have the game design and the art design from Link's Awakening, it's much easier to implement another game in that and to release it much sooner. It's a great way to have a fun, interesting Zelda game in between other big Zelda productions, right? So that you can still get something, you still give something to the fans while they're waiting for other big Zelda games. I think it's a really great idea. I feel like the story also kind of fits into the, like, what happens at the end of a Zelda game, right? Like, what happens if Link dies at the end of a Zelda game, or what happens if Link fails? Like, there's been a couple instances where in the Zelda timeline, like, people have talked about, like, well, this happens if Link dies or if Link fails. And I feel like this concept kind of gives a little bit of information into what might happen if something like that happens, if Link actually does fail. Zelda takes over and she needs to save Hyrule and save Link in her own way with her own strengths. And I think it's just, it's such a cool idea. I can see so much inspiration taken from Breath Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom 2 with the Tri-Rod. I think it kind of, to me, looks like a very simplified version of the Sheikah Slate, where like you have the Sheikah Slate and in an open world you use that to craft your own ways to be able to get to new locations, right? And this is kind of like that. She's using the Tri-Rod to be able to craft her own way to get to new locations and get into new areas. I wonder if they did make this like a 2D version of an open world, because if they did, that would be really awesome. I think an open world scenario in a 2D game is something really interesting to explore in Zelda. I also think it's so cute that she's wearing Link's cape that he lost at the end, at the beginning there. Like, I wonder if we won't see Link until the very end of the game. Like, I wonder if this is going to be all Zelda throughout the entire game and then Link only appears at the end when she saves him, or maybe she finds him at some point like closer to the end of the game, but then the final battle is like both Link and Zelda sharing their strengths to defeat Ganondorf and stuff like that. I don't know, like so many things can happen with this story concept. I'm so excited to learn more about it. I love how they mentioned that every player's experience is going to be different because of the concept of the Tri-Rod allowing you to use your environment, to be able to craft things and use the echo function to be able to journey forward. I'm just so excited for this. Oh man, they really hit us with this curveball with this. Like, this looks so amazing. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm gonna start crying at any second again just because of how excited I am. There were like absolutely no hints about this, were there? Like, I don't remember. I pay attention to Zelda hints very closely, right? Being such a huge Zelda fan. And I don't remember seeing anything about this anywhere, any mention about this. I think a lot of people were so focused on possibly seeing like a Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD port to the Switch, which I still want to see that. I still really, really want to see that because I definitely would play those. But this is such a cool concept. It's such a cool concept that they just like sprung on us. I love it so much. Oh man, I'm so excited. And it releases September 26th, which is so soon. Like, that's incredible. I'm so excited about that. And the Nintendo Switch Lite to go with it. Okay, I don't need another Nintendo Switch. Like, I shouldn't buy that, but it still looks really cool. Oh man. Okay, enough about the new Zelda for now. I'm gonna talk about some other things that I really liked in this direct that I'm excited about. The Mario and Luigi Brothership game looks really awesome too. It looks super fun. I really like the design of it. I really like the cell shaded, oh my god, I can't talk. Cell shaded look of it. I definitely think this would be really fun to play with another person. The NES World Championships, I think this is actually a really good way to introduce the concept of speedrunning onto the Switch, because I feel like this would be a really cool way to practice. I would want to practice like this because I want to get into speedrunning some games, and especially NES games. I think it's a really awesome concept. Okay, I have never played Switch Sports. I don't own the game, but I remember as a kid, I was obsessed with Wii Sports Resort. Like, I've played it so much. So this isn't specifically about this edition, but it's just mentioning that that Wii Sports Resort when I was a kid was my shit. So I might actually really like Switch Sports. I don't know, I'm gonna have to give it a try. This is a game that when I saw, I actually got really excited for. The way that they introduced this with this trailer, I think it looks so interesting. The art style of it and the music kind of reminds me of Child of Light, which I really liked. I remember I played it a lot a few years ago. And I normally don't get so interested in like side scroller games, but I have really liked them before, depending on the story and such. And this looks really awesome. I love the kind of hand sketched watercolor look that it has to it. This was definitely one of the things that caught my attention in this direct. I'm really excited about this. It says it comes out in 2025, so it's a bit of a wait, but I'm really excited. The next one that I'm so excited about. I am super excited about this release because I never played this on the Wii, but I love Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Country on the SNES is one of my favorite games of all time. I love playing that over and over and over again. Like, I never get tired of it. So something like this, I am so excited for. I will definitely be getting this and playing this once it releases. It would be really cool to like play the SNES version that I know and love so well first, and then play this afterwards and just compare the two. See how good they are in different areas. Oh man, I'm so excited about this one as well. And it releases January 16th, 2025. So still a little bit of wait away, but not too long. About a half a year. But I'm super excited about that. So Funko Fusion, I thought this one looked interesting. Like it has a very interesting concept to it. The fact that you can select from a ton of different Funko Pop characters and play a game that fits the story of that Funko Pop. Like I'm wondering, do they have little mini games for each one? Like little 20 to 30 minute mini games, or they all kind of coexist in the same world and you kind of play a different story for each one? I wonder how they're going to incorporate that for this, because I'm thinking that it would probably be a lot to incorporate 100 long different games. I think that's a really interesting concept. Luigi's Mansion, I've never played, but I've always wanted to play, so seeing this just kind of makes me want to start playing Luigi's Mansion's games. Maybe you do kind of like a marathon where I play the earliest version of them and then play through all of them as they were released after that. That might be a fun idea. This one sparked my interest because of the art style. I don't really know anything about this game, about the first game, because it says this is Darkest Dungeon 2. I don't know anything about the first one, but seeing this makes me want to play the first one because it looks so cool. I might have to look up the first game and see if that's something I want to play, because that looks awesome. So this is another thing that I'm really excited about. A Link to the Past 4 Swords to be ported into the Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch Online. I remember, I'm gonna pause. I remember when I was a kid, I'm actually gonna even show you guys. When I was a kid and I got my Nintendo DS as a kid, I never had a Game Boy Advance, but I did have a Nintendo DS. I got my, you know, my cute little Nintendo DS pink light. I remember getting the A Link to the Past 4 Swords game cartridge. I think it was for Christmas one year or something like that. And of course, I love A Link to the Past, so I loved the fact that I could play A Link to the Past anywhere that I went. It was one of my favorite games at the time. But I was always so disappointed that I couldn't play 4 Swords because I had to have other people around me who owned the game to be able to play it. So I'm so excited that now I'm finally going to be able to play that, because you have the ability to play with other people online. Oh man, this Nintendo Direct honestly gave us so many cool things. Like I'm not even done with my list of other things that I found really cool in this Nintendo Direct. I'm so excited for this one as well. This Mario Party. This Mario Party looks so good. I haven't played too many Mario Parties. I played Mario Party on the DS. I played Mario Party on the Nintendo 64. I played Mario Party on the Wii, but I'd be really excited to play it on the Switch, especially since this one looks like it's really crazy. Like you have so many things to do in this one. Like look how cute that looks, the Rainbow Galleria. Goomba Lagoon looks so cool as well, and the fact that the environment changes. And you can play with up to 19 other people, 20 players. That is insanity. Like imagine the insane like streams that people are gonna do with this. Like insane Twitch streams and YouTube streams. Oh my god, that sounds like so much fun. Lego Horizon Adventures just sounds like a very cute remake of the Horizon games. I still have yet to play any Horizon game. I do own one. I'm really excited to play it, but this also looks really fun. I might pick this up after I've played Horizon Zero Dawn to see how this compares to it, but it actually looks really cute. This is another one that I thought would make sense for it to be ported to the Switch, honestly. I've had Stray on my Steam wishlist for like a really long time, but if I don't end up buying and playing it by the time it's released on the Switch, I might get it for the Switch. Playing these types of games is just really comfortable for me with a controller, and the Switch is just easy for me. But Stray is a game that I've really wanted to play, and it's exciting that it's being ported to the Switch. I think that's a really great idea, and I think it definitely fits the Switch archive of games, if that makes sense. And the last one in this list I thought was just very interesting. Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game, but it looks like it's like a Hobbit Animal Crossing game, like a cozy kind of Sims-like Animal Crossing, like kind of home building, community building type of game. I wonder if they'll include any adventures in this, or if it's mostly just very like cozy community building, home building, life sim type. Either way, it looks very adorable. This definitely caught my attention. And the fact that they have the cute hairy feet as well. It's just so cute. So that's everything for this video. Wow, this direct really surprised me. I thought it was great. They definitely announced a lot of really cool things. I am so excited for that new Zelda game. Oh boy. I hope you guys liked this video if you watched it. I literally just jumped into recording this without like barely any planning. Like I just wrote some notes and then I was like, I gotta record this. I was literally like, today is one of my like camera days off, as I say, like on the days where I stream, you know, like I do my makeup, I make sure that I'm like wearing pretty clothes and everything. Today I don't stream. I just sit here looking like a gremlin behind my monitor, editing and, you know, writing and doing other stuff. But I was like, doesn't matter what condition I'm in and what I look like, I have to record this because this was so good. But yeah, I have a couple of other things that I'm gonna upload this week as well. One of them is a really cool Sims build that I've been working on, and I have another Skyward Sword episode that I'm editing, and of course VODs. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like and subscribe if you liked it, and yeah, let me know what you're most excited about from this direct. I know what I'm most excited about from this direct, but I wonder if there's something that you guys really liked that you're looking forward to that I didn't mention in this Nintendo Direct video. I hope you guys enjoyed the direct as much as I did, and I'll see you soon then. Bye bye. I low-key love this scene where Link is just like sinking into this mass, just like, this is my life now. This is fine.